Hello, AOL viewers of AOL. This is Div9. This is Monkey Jungle vs TG Sunyatta. And we have a great game tonight. Royal, can you introduce your casters?
So your casters today is myself, Royal Eskimo, and my co-caster, Chung Lee.
Yep.
How you doing, Chung?
Doing very well tonight. Got a very squeaky chair. So let's not get interrupted by that too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, squeaky chairs, you know, they're cheap, they're affordable. Much like goats is. Cheap and affordable meta. That's what I like to say. Quick and easy on. So we're straight on to Lijiang Tower as well with like with the bridge map. I would quite like to play this bridge map, and I remember playing this one just a couple of subs ago, and I really liked the way it went because everyone went white room with like pure goats. But we can see a little bit of a difference coming out here from TG Sunyatta.
So we'll get the names eventually. It's Royal Legion Garden here. Looks like Dive going the way of Monkey Jungle, and TG Sunyatta are playing a Death Ball Eater Con.
Yeah, with a Korean of Fire, and I really like to see this. The Fire is flanking on the side, trying to get that extra poke damage right on the deck. I love it. Oh, right hand falling early. That's going to make them have to back up quite quickly. But no, the kills go the other way. It's back and forth right here in the white room. Absolutely
very back and forth fight here with Monkey Jungle losing their 3 tanks. Actually, only 2 of their tanks. Zara's still alive, and Div has been remeked.
We saw the main tank on the red team drop really early, and the rest of the team were about to back up, but they backed up into an area where they could get more kills, and trades just kept happening after that.
We see the Death Ball of Sunyatta coming up here. Winston getting that nice poke damage through the shield.
Halo are getting really aggressive here on the Reinhardt, trying to find the area, but it can't just get enough damage in there. Rest of the kills coming out.
Kills going both ways. We've got Monkey Jungle's lost a couple of their tanks. Their Diva's just been remeked. And Best Sombra AU with a huge boop onto Ashila's Anna. And another kill. Jeez, this Lucio is going off.
Absolutely popping off. We've got a whole bunch of ultimates on the outside of TG Sunyatta. We've got the Beats, the Barrage, the Nano, and the Shatter, and these are really important ultimates. These are game-winning ultimates. On the other side, they're close, but not as close. So if they can take an early fight, they'll probably have an advantage in this.
Yeah, we see the Reinhardt coming up. He gets a big Shatter, 3 minutes.
Big Shatter. Barrage comes out as well
with the Barrage to follow up. The B was just a little bit too late there. And it looks like this one's going to be going the way of TG Sunyatta. And Lucio's trying to stall it out. Let's see how long he can do this for.
I love a good stalling Lucio, it's good fun. Sneaky falling by himself trying to duel Wookie 103, but he had the advantage on that fight.
And Lucio's still stalling.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, isn't he?
They're at 80% here now for Monkey Jungle.
Yeah.
And Best Sombra AU with a great stall there.
Yeah, the point will be flipped at 89%, so that means only 1, maybe 2 fights left to win this for the Monkey Jungle. Monkey Jungle. No, but they've got a long time to hold on to this and stall this point out for TG Sunyatta. They really need to make every single ultimate count here. The Grab's here. Watch out for the Grab. Let's see what happens.
Coming through White Room for Monkey Jungle. They've dropped the Winston bubble and the Zarya bubble early. Winston jumps in, the Reinhardt gets nano boosted. I think Graviton got eaten. Yeah.
Yeah, Grab comes out. Almost all ultimates thrown out. So let's see what they can find.
Either way.
Oh, finds one with the Deadeye as well.
Very back
everywhere.
And forth ultimate fight. No one getting taken out. It looks like Sunyatta cannot be holding on, but wait. No. Monkey Jungle pulls up the primal.
Yeah. B comes out trying to stall this point out. They need to win this fight. This is the last fight, or they're probably going to lose this point. And they don't want to lose this point. They work so hard for it.
Oh, and it's looking like Monkey Jungle might actually take this one.
Yeah, a couple of swaps have come out. No more McCree. They've got a Tracer now as well. Trying to keep pulling it out. Monkey Jungle absolutely pointing in the kills, just swarming the point. Let's see if they can make it back.
They're looking like
90%.
TG Sunyatta's going back for a reset.
Regroup. They don't have long. They've got 5 seconds to touch the point. They've got Lucio speed coming on. Can he do it? Bubble comes out.
They've managed to contest. We're in overtime. Overtime sticking down. Monkey Jungle get the first kill on the enemy Zarya.
Yeah, Grove comes out and then Nano.
Big Nano.
Can he do
Got a
much?
huge pin onto the opposing Winston.
It's blocked by the
And
bubble
the shadow
though.
hits nothing. The huge bubble there from Melodicy.
Yeah, happy falling. That's just a tracer on point. Probably can't win this, but that's round 1 here on Lijiang.
Round 1 goes to Monkey Jungle.
Quite an interesting comp coming out from TG Sunyatta. Not like the most meta comp coming out, but like I like what they're doing. They kept the fire because they're trying to get that long range damage in, but in the end, Winston 3-3 seemed to prevail.
Yep, that's just the way Goats is, I guess. You just have so much more sustain on the point than the other team. You know, even a Pharah, McCree with that long range poke just doesn't really do enough for TG Sunyatta, and Monkey Jungle were able to take that map, or that point. So we're coming into map 2 on Control Center.
Basically mirror comps, but the only difference is the Reaper and the Mei. So you can figure out how that really like affects this game.
One team's also running a Moira, which I kind of like to see on this map because it's a bit more closed in than most other maps we get on.
Happy pulling early. Oh, and a huge pin as well. The Zarya's being split up by themselves as well. Quite a split fight. Yeah.
And this is just where you see the downfall of McCree in competitive mode. When you're up against a team, it's just so easy just to take out. You know, you've got your stuns, a lot of close range damage, and that'll be the point to Monkey Jungle.
Yeah, but they're pushing up to the usual hold position, which is at the main choke. Oh, but they seem to be going up top as well. Good decision here. Trying to avoid the Mei wall as much as possible, but
this is an absolutely brutal map. If you get the first hold here, you will most likely not win the point unless the other team comes up with something good, because Mei can block off every choke.
wow,
Looks like actually TG Sunyatta have found an opening here. They've got 3 picks and they're now pushing them back onto the point, so that Mei actually didn't work out too well for them.
Yeah, Sneaky is actually putting an absolute barload of damage in. Like, he's absolutely tearing through this team right now. I think he came out with 4 kills that whole fight, and that was really decent from him. The shadow did come through from Metal Odyssey, but wasn't enough to really make a huge impact.
And I don't mind this hold point actually, especially when you're against a Mei. You don't want to be too close to the choke. And they're also giving him a bit of room so the Reaper can come in and maybe get a Death Blossom in, or you know, get his ultimate in, which we might see in a second.
The Blizzard comes through.
There we go, and a huge Death Blossom.
Absolutely fat
kill.
shatter, setting up the Reaper kills, and I absolutely love how that went. That was so good. Couple of overused ults there, like maybe the Moira ult wasn't needed, but only one ult used for the side of TG Sunyatta. Yeah, yeah.
No, that was Monkey Jungle, blue
Monkey
team.
Jungle, my bad. Yes.
And yeah, so I mean it's Moira ult, so you get that every fight. And it looks like they're gonna initiate with the rally and the grab and the shatter, and that doesn't really look to do too much to Monkey Jungle, who are still holding the choke close. Monkey Jungle get the first pick.
Yeah, pushing back onto point, had to retreat quickly. The other team's pushing on hard. They know they have the advantage. Grab comes out. This is huge. So does Beat. Trading ultimates. Both support ults coming out in this fight. That's maybe a bit of overkill, but let's see if they can still finish it off.
Fight's going back and forth here. We've got the Reinhardt swinging on point. And Melodicy gets the first kill onto the opposing Zarya. Let's see if they can finish off a huge pin onto the Brig. And the Reaper ult in the background gets shot down by the Diva, the huge Matrix from Parallaxian. And it's still going both ways here. Looking like it's going to be going in the favor of Monkey Jungle. But TG Sunyatta are holding on the point strong still, stalling it out.
They're almost at 100%, like 99% here. Yeah, so 99% to 43% and counting. This is going to be quite a hard, difficult task for Monkey Jungle. Another 50%, another 50% to hold. That's pretty hard, especially on this kind of point. You have Sneaky here hiding up in the top right. See if he can maybe find himself a flank.
Oh, and the huge pin by Melodis. He comes in for the sneaky pin, and they use both other tangles with a huge 3k from Parallaxian. Parallaxian with a massive kill there.
Parallaxian playing extremely well this entire game.
And they force them back into spawn. They've probably got one, maybe two more fights here on the side of TG Sunyatta. And they're waiting in spawn to potentially regroup and swap comps, maybe? No, they're sticking with the Reaper still.
Sticking with the Reaper.
So they're gonna run this comp back in, and I guess we'll see how this goes.
Pushing aggressively, bubble comes out.
And the huge shatter from Melodis.
Massive shatter.
Slams the Reinhardt. And without a main tank, looking like, oh! Well, actually, as I say that, Melodis does get taken down. Both teams don't have a main tank. It's going to be an all-out brawl on the point here.
We're in OT. Both teams on 99%. It's closest as possibly can get. Sneaky's putting massive damage here on the Reaper as well. Happy alone on the Brigitte. Balls.
Trans comes out from Seasoul. Has the grab ready for his team. And the grab comes out from Monkey Jungle. And it's looking like that might win it for them. Lucio is still stalling at the point, but I think this is going to be the last few staggers, and
boom, that's
Monkey Jungle win map 1.
I think on that last point there, I think the Moira versus the Zenyatta is the biggest factor in that whole fight, because you have the Trance or the Coalescence, and the Coalescence isn't as impactful as the Transcendence.
Yeah, and I'll also add as well, the replay from Sneaky was really great until they got the Reaper in. I mean the D.Va in, sorry. So yes, when Monkey Jungle got the D.Va in, the Reaper was just shot down, and that was a really good pick from them. They came back and ended up taking the point.
Yeah, that play there at the end where they had the shatter into the Reaper ult was the Death Blossom.
Absolutely.
Amazing kills. Yeah, brilliant play. I just love that. But yeah, I think like even though the map, like I think the healers were the game breakers in that one. Even though Sneaky was putting great damage in, the D.Va was also playing extremely well for Monkey Jungle. I feel like there was some definitely minor support play that made the difference for Monkey Jungle than TG Sunyatta.
And yeah, that closes out map 1. So next map is a escort map, so it's out of Dorado or Rialto, and we're just waiting on seeing what teams will pick what map, and it's looking like Rialto is going to be the map. That was picked by TG Sunyatta, so they seem to be more confident on this map than Dorado.
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah.
We'll see how we go. I don't mind if they want to run more Pharah here. I think Pharah will be a very strong pick if they decide to run that, especially into the goats, since there's just so much open space around the first and second point of this map, and so many rooftops to hide behind. I think it'll be really good here.
Yeah, so what do you think about Rialto? Like as a map, do you like to play it, Chung?
I don't like first point. I think
no.
Same goes for most people.
I actually personally love first point. I think there's a lot more to it than people understand.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I think everyone just doesn't like the initial bridge, right? That's rough to go over, especially if you have Lucy on the other team, like Best Sombra AU. He was getting some nice boot kills on Gardens last map, so maybe he'll pull that out again. We've actually got TG Sunyatta on attack for first tier, with Monkey Jungle defending, I believe.
Yep.
And
got that right.
See what they're gonna be running here.
I really hope I got that right. Yeah.
I hope we get to see some non-goats. Come on, non-goats, let's go.
Oh,
and we got a pharmacy on TG Sunyatta.
I really hope to keep the hog.
The hog, yep, that's actually, I don't mind the hog pick here as well.
Oh man,
maybe won't be too strong against the Pharah and the Widow on the side of Sunyatta, but
no.
I guess we'll see how that goes. That could potentially just become a 600 HP ult battery, and wouldn't that be fun?
Paul's come out here. Damn, unlucky.
Let's talk about things that are unrelated to the video game.
Guess what those classes did? You watched the Overwatch League today?
How was the game? Yeah, you see the game the other night? Yeah, man. That was fully sick. Yeah, nah. Did you see that pass though? And we're starting up again. 2 seconds left.
Unpaused. That's actually great chat. I love it how you just overtalk with a bit of NFL/AFL. What was that? I don't understand. Jesus,
game,
sports.
you know, it could be anything. You know,
Oh, the game.
I'm more of a cricket guy myself, but you know.
Oh, cricket, yeah.
I guess we can work aside that. NFL. Come on. We're not in the right country for that.
Yeah, not yet. Not an NA, but I want to see what Sneaky does here at the first point.
Oh, and they go for the spawn.
Oh, they're pushing it right up into them,
Pushing the spawn here. That must have been the idea with the hog, was to get close and not give them any range to turn him into an ult battery.
Give him a bit of
and seems to be working so far, although on TG Sunyatta, the Pharaohs is definitely doing a lot of work, putting in a lot of damage. As the support line has to retreat back into
Sneaky.
the spawn there.
Sneaky get a headshot onto Best Sombre AU, so the boot potential is kind of lost for Monkey Jungle. It's a respawn.
It's unfortunate, I wanted to see some of that. And Melodicey goes in for the ballsy charge, and now he's antied.
Huge
antied on the side of Monkey Jungle, and that was a big anti from Ashzilla.
Yeah.
And the cleanup coming along here, and we'll probably get another fight or two along this if they don't.
Yeah. Great mechanical skill from Sneaky and Happy to really just open up the fight there, because otherwise they'll be stuck at that spawn, and that's not a good place to be stuck. We've swapped onto a bit of a dive comp here from Monkey Jungle. A bit of a Genji and a Widow. Like, yeah, it's a dive.
They can test that Pharaoh, and they've done that quite successfully by the looks of it.
Yeah, nice shot from Wookie.
Yeah, we're waiting for the dive coming in here. Melodicey goes in. The Diva's coming in behind him, helping him out, and another huge shot from Wookie on the Widow, taking out the opposing Ana.
Let's see if they can push forward on that. Wookie, yeah, Wookie's popping up. They need to push on this. Take the advantage. Go onto them. Let's go, go, go.
Go, go, go. It's very strong. They're going to be pushed straight back into spawn, and that was a very well played fight by Monkey Jungle.
Yeah, I love it. There's so many ultimates available though. Look at that. They're almost all 6, just waiting for the Zarya to get there as well on the other side. Because they have to full reset their comp, they really have to, you know, charge these ultimates up or swap back.
But they need to get to the point to use them. I think that's their problem here, is they've got the Widow from Wookie just making it unable to get to the point. Although as I say that, Sneaky gets a huge opening pick on the Best Sombre AU.
Spamming out ults. They've already used 3 ultimates. They've used the Beat, the Shatter, and the Visor.
Grove
Pushing
might come
forward
through
now.
here, although they probably won't need it. They should get a fire win here and maybe take out the point.
Oh, lots of ultimates.
Trans coming in there.
Trans in to stop, yeah.
Trans from Sea Salt saves the team from the Pharaoh Barrage, and the Genji comes in and deflects the Pharaoh Barrage straight back into the face.
Imagine bubbles
and
coming
Sea
out.
Salt, Jesus Christ, what a fight for him!
Jeez.
The Zenyatta. I know you like a good bit of Zenyatta play, Royal.
Yeah, I love a bit of Sunyatta. It's good fun. I really like to see it. Good frags from all the team there. Really mechanically showing off Monkey Jungle their abilities. We've probably got the Grav and the Nano for the other side.
And it's not looking like there's many more fights. Maybe they do a dry run here and not use many ults, or maybe the Sombra is setting up behind for Sunyatta, so maybe we get a hack off there. Although we're not close to an EMP yet.
Yeah, from...
It's a bit of an interesting choice swapping to Sombra so late in the game.
If you're Tori right now, you'll really want to force out the Beat now, because you do not have your Beat to really like shove down the Dragon Blade. So if you're Tori, you want to make sure that you charge out quickly so you can stop it.
Yes, exactly. Melodicey uses his bubble, and a big grab in from Sunyatta.
And the Nano. Oh, a massive shadow! What's this for? The shadow of the blade.
A huge shadow. At least 4 people in that one, and Monkey Jungle will come back with a huge blade. That might just be
big German plays from Hilo Arc. Absolutely just smacking through them with his massive hammer.
Massive hammer, yeah, those huge German plays there.
The weave stick or German hammer, and the German hammer won out this. Yeah, exactly. I think the German hammer really just did smack through it. But we've got EMP this time, and this is looking like a really interesting fight.
Yeah, maybe Sunyatta can snowball this all the way through to the end of point 2. Who knows? They'll probably have just the one fight here because Monkey Jungle are letting them quite far in.
Yeah, watch the battle between Sigcel and Happy. See who wins out of the Transcendence or the EMP. It'll be quite interesting to see who ults first. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be Happy.
Huge EMP there. Happy just completely destroys Sea Salt, and it's looking like it should be a relatively smooth fight win for TG Sunyatta. Unless something amazing happens. And I will say, I think Monkey Jungle lost a lot of their momentum when they used all those fights in what was essentially a lost fight at the end of first point. I mean, they used the blade. I could be wrong, but I think I saw a beat go in there as well, and they still lost the fight. So that was pretty unfortunate for them, and they look like they're still paying for it.
Let's just see a bit of right clicks, a bit of great beaming here from Zarya.
And Melodicee gets hacked on the point. He has to back out, and no, he's down. That's another big shatter, maybe wasn't needed, but nonetheless, it's come
Good
out.
style points. And the nano.
And the
Well,
nano.
they're just styling on them now,
Yeah,
really
they're
just
styling.
showing off. But I don't think it'll put them in a very good spot for the last point, because this is a very tough point 3 to take, point C.
Well, to be fair, they've still got the grab, they've still got the beat for the Genji blade, so you know they might be in with a pretty good chance here for this fight. 2 meters to go, the beat comes out from Tori.
Oh,
The takes out Tori. And the blade doesn't seem to get anything. The Transcendence comes out from Sea Salt, and he looks to be going down from the Sombra. Although as I say that, the fight's going back and forth quite a lot here. And it's looking like Monkey Jungle will actually win that fight, surprisingly.
Yeah, without the nano and without the shadow that they may have used earlier, I think they could have won that fight. But great blade from Parallaxian, great bomb as well to really slow down the fight and really put the momentum back in their favor.
Do we get a Hammond? No, we don't get a Hammond.
But we do get a Hanzo.
I love to see the Hammonds, but you know, well, the Hanzo is coming out from Parallaxian.
And an Ashe as well. So Ashe is a relatively new character with the ability to have a bob, which is a huge big boy that comes running in. So let's see how they
very useful on this last point. And a huge headshot from Parallaxian. That was a great shot there. And the opposing Sombra comes out of stealth and just bam.
Bam!
Bam!
Sombra, straight into the back.
Straight in the face.
Actually getting relatively low there, just really poking his head through, trying to get another headshot. Getting a bit of damage in there, but you know, ultimately having to back away.
Yeah, they're still down the Sombra here, so they're probably just going to back away and wait to regroup. I wonder if they'll stick with the Sombra. They are very close to that AMP, and I mean, there's not many ults on the side of
Happy getting
and
caught
Happy
out.
down again.
How does that happen?
Start of the fight.
It's quite unlucky. Great players from Sombra, the best Sombra AU. I get it. Oh, funny.
The other Sombra, you know, Sombra killing Sombra is kind of like, it's and you know, Parallaxian once again getting another headshot straight onto Sneaky.
Yeah, as soon as Sombra died, I think you back up there. Happy's back in though, but Sneaky's not respawned yet. It's a while. The Lucio should be taxiing right now. There's a little bit of an issue about whether they should go in or not from the side of.
As we're coming in for OT, 10 seconds left, we see a big EMP come out, although it doesn't seem to contact with many members of Monkey Jungle. And with a big shatter from Melodicee, you know the name, Melodicee, you know.
You know,
it's looking
coming
like
in.
fights are going back and forth a bit. Sneaky coming in from the side with a high noon.
Absolute
Doesn't get
bucket
anything.
load. Like just throwing all the ultimates and the kitchen sinker here at the end here. See who comes out on top. It looks like it will be there.
AJ Sunyatta coming out on the attack here.
Yeah.
But Monkey Jungle does have the spawn advantage, and they have the ultimates on their side. I think it looks like they're probably gonna win
Oh,
it. And they
there's a
don't even
C9.
touch the cart in the end. I guess you could call that a C9.
I could call that a C9 actually in my book. I was getting pretty hectic there at the end. A lot of ultimates was coming out either way, a lot of trades coming back and forth, people respawning coming back to the fight. But in that end there, the defenders always have the advantage because of respawns. Because they're close to the point.
In those really close fights like that are really scrappy, yeah, the defenders are 90% of the time going to come out on top of that unless someone has ults, which, I mean,
Both teams did.
Sunyatta really didn't have a heck of a lot to work with by the end of that last fight.
Yeah, TG Sunyatta on that last fight, they were a bit poor with their time management. They could have like waited for a bit longer, be a bit more patient. They could have taken a really good engagement with the Sombra EMP, but instead they rushed it, and now they didn't make it all the way. So
well, they sort of didn't have time, did they? Because Sneaky on the Sombra just died. It was Happy on the Sombra died pretty much right at the start of 2 fights in a row, and I think there was about a minute left, and by the time you die twice, you know, come back from spawn, even with Sombra's stealth and visible, you know, running fast back to the fight quicker, you're just going to be left with pretty much no time, and you're going to have a scrappy fight, really, just because of that.
Yeah, and Monkey Jungle are prepared for a scrappy fight, but they kind of picks that as Hanzo and an Ashe. They're beautiful scrappy characters. They got a lot of spam in them as well, spam ability. So
They don't rely on their abilities as much as well, which I think definitely helps a lot in that sort of those sort of scrappier fight scenarios where you can just do your thing.
But look at this.
Not have to
We
worry
see a
too much.
bowl.
And on the side of TG Sunyatta, that's a bloody Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion versus
Bastion
bowl.
Orisa. You don't see this too much on this map.
Man, remember when we played this comp?
Yeah, I remember when we played this game. Yeah, that was good times. Good times. I don't know what the ball's gonna do here because
Yeah, quad
from
DPS doesn't really work.
my extensive ball experience, this might be a bit rough for.
He's just behind the point, really. He's just hiding. Just doesn't want to be sucked off by an Orisa. Gets destroyed by the Happy. I mean, like, that was kind of predetermined, to be honest. It's almost scripted.
Yeah, definitely not looking to get sucked off by the Orisa. It's a bit rough. This proves notorious for Orisa sucks.
I think they really have to change up the game plan here because they're not really having too much luck with the quad DPS into bunker comp. Is what we like to call it, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, like really, they're just gonna be throwing themselves at this really until either they get ults or they decide to swap off onto something else.
I mean,
And really, I think a D.Va on the side of Monkey Jungle would be really good here. As a D.Va player myself, I've played D.Va in my life before.
yeah.
And actually, as I said, a huge pick from Wookie. They seem to spam the shields down, and
Yeah, gotta pick him off from behind as well.
that's just how playing Hammond into Bastion is, really. Just get shot at, you lose. But the res comes out.
Gets res though. Let's see what he can do now. Trying to ball through it. Comes for a slam. Man, really picking him apart now. I think as soon as that shield dropped and Sneaky died because the shield wasn't up there, they were able to push through. Which is really nice.
They just lost a whole lot of pressure on that bridge, on that, their spawn, and yeah, really, I think that was just the end of it there for Sunyatta.
Yes. Sneaky is putting a lot of pressure on, just hitting a lot of heads, but so if they can kind of isolate him and take him out, they'll be doing much better.
Yeah, for sure. We're looking, Pharaoh might be trying to boop some people off the map here, but...
Wookie trying to get some pod shots on the bridge. Oh, and Summer AU comes with the barrage.
Mercy, who actually valved as well in there.
Yeah, gets hacked
And
stops
they lose the
barrage.
Valk. Yeah. And I mean, Monkey Jungle, that was absolutely perfectly played there with the barrage coming in at the same time as they Valked, That's a very well played though.
Yeah, CCL coming up with a lot of reses here, 2 reses so far in this fight.
This is reminding me of bloody old Overwatch. No, I'm not that old really. I guess maybe season 8, season 9. Mercy.
Ah, yes. When you still played.
Yep, back in the day.
Back in the day. Oh, do you feel old now?
I guess, yeah, a little bit. What are we at? Season 15 now? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Gone pretty quick.
Well, Melossus, he's really just not having a great time on this time. He's not really getting too much value in. He's just kind of sitting on point, bombing. He does have mines though. Oh, mines come out.
Goes in for the mines, gets a huge 3-man slam.
Oh, he gets one as well.
Takes out Tori and Ashzilla. That was very well played.
Actually getting value now. Mind my words, cast a curse.
Yeah, that's really the way it works, isn't it? You say something, you say he's not getting any kills, he gets kills. Saying he's doing well, and he swaps off. That's just how it goes every time.
Yeah, goddamn.
Cast a curse, gotta love it.
Right, so the quad DPS is really just making an impact here. I personally haven't played too much quad DPS, but when I do, it really works out like the way it's working out for these guys.
Yeah, no, it's actually, I think I did say on first point that it wasn't going to work too well, or it didn't look like it was going to work too well, but I stand corrected. It's actually done Monkey Jungle wonders here. And both widows from both sides.
Oh, the barrage comes out and picks up 2. Great.
Absolutely massive barrage. This quad DPS still going strong, and they don't actually. If they get to the end here, they actually will win this fight. So they need to get almost all the way to the end of point 3, and Monkey Jungle will win this. With 3 minutes 40 to go, they'll have a lot of attempts, but I've seen a lot of teams get stuck here in my day. So
they might have to back up because they don't have a tank anymore. I think it'd be best if they did. But Wookiee coming out with a great pick though, so maybe not. Turn that around. Ball coming out. They really want to commit to this fight. They're pushing in.
Wookiee gets another pick. Clicking on heads today. And the huge EMP comes out.
Absolutely just massive.
I am going to try to say the same. Topsy-kun. Wow. And
Topsy-kun.
Monkey Jungle just absolutely clean up.
Coming through. Yeah, let's see it. The last fight's coming out.
Mayakana.
Wall's coming out.
That man.
Point. Yeah.
Comes out and dies. And the big shatter coming in. Will it make an impact? I think the beat maybe might actually just save this for TG Sunyatta.
I take that back. Alex and Wookiee absolutely popping off to the side.
But the Nano Brigida, let's see, and the Nano Brigida goes down too. So we're just waiting, killing the staggers off here. I guess we'll see.
Oh, she's getting
What's
another
happening.
res
It's still
here.
very, very back and forth. Remember, TG Sunyatta still has the spawn advantage here. So their players are coming back a lot faster, and that might actually just win it for them. Sneaky.
Oh, Sneaky getting
Quick
3.
triple kill.
Triple kill.
Triple kill.
Yeah, I think the unsung hero for Monkey Jungle was Cecil, but he wasn't able to get enough done on the Mercy, so he's swapping off to Zenyatta, which I quite like. But
Yeah,
Sneaky, couple of kills there at the end.
That Valk really sustained them in that fight there. Really, I think that was pretty much the main driving force behind that fight.
It was.
Just that Valk just, keeping the entirety of Monkey Jungle healed up that whole time, and they just couldn't get the kills. They couldn't focus on a target. They didn't win the fight.
They're swapped to 3-3 goats now. It's pushing on. So I really want to see Sneaky use the blade early before they get any ult up. I think that'd be really impactful. Oh, and he does too. Brilliant blade. Cleans up Sea Salt instantly. Finds one. Can he find another?
Around here.
Only 2. It was a pretty good blade though, I'd say.
That was a very good blade. If you get 2 kills with a Genji blade, that's a good blade in my book.
Especially in this meta, with like there's so many stuns and boops and bubbles. It's really hard to get a kill. So
Especially in this meta.
So I want to see Sneaky swap off now. Before it's too difficult on the Genji, but...
And actually, the huge dagger there from Sunyatta on the Diva, they'll have to take a lot longer to regroup. Probably take another about 10 seconds or so off the clock there.
Feels Baby Diva, man.
Feels Baby Diva, man. Anyway, Monkey Jungle.
Yeah, so they're playing with a Winston Reinhardt comp, so no Diva. It's quite interesting if you think about it. Double main thing.
I wonder whether, maybe a Sombra or a Reaper or something could work well here without the Diva.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
just...
bomb doesn't find anything from Topsy-kun.
Yeah, Primal Rage coming out on point, just bouncing them around on point, trying to contest the point, get them away. Sneaky with another blade, let's see what we can find here. Doesn't really find anything. Just swinging
all
his
the
lead
bubbles,
stick around.
the shields, and the boops, and the stuns, it's a rough life for Genji. And I mean, the fight's still going here. A huge shadow block from Melodicy there.
Yeah, blocked it. Really well done. Now goes to swing and for the 180 shutter. 180! Comes through, throwing 5 strikes, banging around point, trying to contest as much as possible. They just fall like flies. And Winston jumping around, but can't get much done. Bomb coming out. Boom. That looks like it's going to be GG. But unless anyone can contest, I don't think anyone can.
Oh, I don't think so. The overtime spawns are coming out. They're trying to get a Mei out there, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, brilliant. That's another map to Monkey Jungle.
Last fight, Monkey Jungle. Jesus Christ.
Popping off. Really just showing... I'm just pushing through a bit of grit, bit of spit, and a bit of goat.
A little bit of goat, or a lot of goats really. Although this map was pretty good. We saw some nice comps on point 1, but that was an absolutely massive shatter there by Helioarch. Definitely saved them.
Yeah,
Got them past the first one.
The quad DPS was really good to see. I mean, the beginning there was a bit rough for the whole Hammond situation, but they really persisted through and made it happen. So, is that 2-0
to Monkey Jungle?
Yeah, 2-0 to Monkey Jungle. So it's first to 3 in this best of 5. Pretty sure that works.
Yep.
Actually, 100% on that.
I believe so.
I think so.
Can we get a confirmation on that? I am
in the chat.
Sure.
Just ask.
Confirmation in the chat. Yeah, send us your messages in the chat.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Is it this stream is also delayed, isn't it?
I think it is actually. Yeah. So it's probably Yeah, we'll hear your confirmation in about what 10 minutes or something.
I think it's 3, but yeah.
Somewhere down the line.
So we're just choosing the next map, which will be Assault.
Yep.
2CP, as it's otherwise known. I think we could go for 120 seconds delay. There you go.
120 seconds delay. Okay, so yeah, so we've got it's looking like Hanamura is going to be the map coming out here.
Yeah, they've asked for it, so let's see if it happens. Don't know. I personally quite think 2CP is quite an enjoyable game mode to view.
It's not really very enjoyable to view, yeah.
But it's not too enjoyable to play because of the stalling and how like difficult it is to sometimes break a defense that's really well put up.
And the winning on your first fight on attack 1 and then never getting through on attack 2. You know, I've had a lot of comp games like that. That's always really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
yeah. Whoa.
I see some mad Lucio stalls out again from our best Sombra AU.
Yeah, I think that'd be great to see. We've got TG Sunyatta have to win this to stay in it, don't they? Yeah. Otherwise, if they lose this, they're out. Well, they lose the match 3-0, and they'll be not good. So Monkey Jungle only have 1 win left. So, you know, pressure's not on them, as pressure's on TG Sunyatta. But if Monkey Jungle close this out, I'd love to see it with some style. So, let's see.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Royal.
Not wrong at all.
Maybe Sunyatta. I mean, honestly, the score says 2-0. It hasn't actually been that, you know, lopsided of a match. I mean, I'd say if you're going to pick a better team, you'd probably say Monkey Jungle, but I think we've definitely seen glimpses of, like, you know, really good things from Sunyatta. And they can definitely, I think they definitely have the potential to pull this around.
Definitely. Can we pull some stats up here?
Yeah, where's our stats guy? Come on.
Where's our stats guy? I want to see the difference.
Send us the deets. Come on, let's hear it. I need to hear it.
I need his. Yeah.
When are we getting stats in Overwatch?
Well, not in or in AOL. I can just AOL start there. See if I can record some stats. Dude, imagine if someone's job was just like watch the game and then like record exactly what someone does and then like write it out.
That's called a math job. That's stats.
Yeah, math job. Stats. Wow.
Do you really think they write them all down? Come on, Royal. They do that all back end. They don't write all that down, do they?
Okay. I don't know. I've known
they're not sitting there tallying off this guy's shuttered 4 times this match.
Well, yeah. People do that. I'm pretty sure. And like
that's all automatic. That's a robot's job.
That's a robot's job. That's a bot's job.
Yeah.
That's a bronze job.
Sounds like a job for me.
Yeah. Because
you agree? Oh my god.
I'm sorry. You should become a designer like me. It's pretty good. I've been reviewing memes and emojis in our class so far. This is uni level, by the way, and it's quite interesting. Yeah.
Memes and emojis.
Yeah, it's a type of communication. Did you know that?
It's an arts degree.
Fuck.
Any arts degree gamers in the chat?
Yeah.
Have fun getting a job.
We've got a bunker comp coming out from the side of Jesus. bunker comp coming out from TG Sunyatta. So I really like to see the Hog come out. I love a bit of Hog, but we've also got a Junkrat as well.
Yeah, I know back on our old team, Trace Dab shoutouts, we used to run an Orisa on this map quite a lot, and it used to work pretty well, I'd say. This is before Ghost was a thing, so I guess we'll see how that goes now, but there's a couple metas back on now.
They'll be able to push through to this right side, but no! Sombra getting pushed off right at the end there. It's really unfortunate, because now they have to wait. See if the Anna can even get through. They look they're pushing up to the top bridge.
Yeah, so maybe. They've only got half of their team here. They're down the Anna and the Genji, and the Widow's still sitting back. So
that's quite interesting. Why they would stick there. And Sneaky.
Sneaky with the huge pick on them,
slowing them down tenfold.
You're just kicking him while he's down, really. At that point, right? He's just trying to walk back from spawn. Look, he even took out the Widow. He's on fire. He's got his sights up, and yeah, you know.
Yeah,
he's really locking this game down. For
Monkey Jungle really just not knowing what to do and really just trying to attempt to get around, but it's quite interesting. They're touching the point though, so forcing a rotation here from the Hog. Hilo arc. Pressing E, bit of a breather. Can you hear the hook? Oh. Barely stays alive. Oh.
And the Monkey gets nano boost, so doing a lot of cleave damage up on the tank line for on the tank line of TG Sunyatta, and it looks like they're actually going to take the point.
Yeah,
but Sneaky, after all that work.
Yeah, Sneaky putting an absolute monster job in, but not enough really. And
just need to click more heads, really.
Yeah, click more than what you're doing, which is 3 or 5. Jesus, not enough.
Christ. Yeah, it's pretty insane they lost that one, but you know, I mean, it happens, right? Like, Overwatch isn't such a one-dimensional game like that. You can occasionally win fights that are, you know, where you're 1 or 2 people down, you're still regrouping. And...
Yeah, just put you on Reinhardt, and that's how you win a game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 180 shatters. Yeah, definitely. Use the shatters after everyone on your team's dead, and actually Melodicy's coming in with a primal rage, gonna engage with it.
Trying to beep him around into the bomb, but unable to do it. Ty coming out as well. Ty doing a massive amounts of damage to a primal.
And Melodicy goes down straight away. It is 1 for 1 at the moment. The Zarya is down on the side of Monkey Jungle.
Okay, Val comes out. Sombra in the backline trying to get some great cleavage damage in there.
They're still trying to fight this here.
Hack as well.
Down right at the start, but he gets rezzed up. And it's looking like it's going to go the way of TG Sunyatta here. They've got the spawns, they've got the ults.
They've got the defensive positions. Sneaky trying to really put the game on his back and really just hit these heads. He's been hitting them all game long, but great job by his team as well. He's putting a lot of effort in supporting him. So it's not just Sneaky, it's his whole team putting an effort into him, putting all their eggs in the one basket, which is, you know, an interesting strategy.
Like it's paying off, really.
Yeah, but not enough in the map score. That's the only problem.
I guess we really see here that it just ends up being, you know, Sneaky does as much as he can, and they have all their eggs in that one Sneaky basket, and the moment that sort of fails, it all sort of seems to go down. But Sneaky with a huge headshot.
Yeah, EMP was great coming out from Parallaxian as well. Just like hits almost all of them.
And I mean, even though they get the kill onto the Monkey Jungle's Widow, they're still looking like they're going to win this fight. They've got the spawn advantage.
Yeah, it's like only 3 on
coming out, but you know, I pretty much think that TG Sunyatta's going to hold this one.
So what does the TG stand for?
I mean, I don't know. Are they going to win this or lose this? Is it like total gamers?
Total gamers.
Or is it, if they lose, is it? I won't say terrible gamers. Maybe.
Oh, don't say that. They're not terrible.
That's me. They're not terrible.
What the hell?
They're definitely holding their own here. I would say. Who knows? Actually, I have no idea. What is it?
Total gamer. That's what he is.
Total gamer. Yeah, Sneaky is definitely been a total gamer this map. He's been shining really heavily on Widow here.
And I reckon he'll be Ark in a 1v1 easy. Easy clap.
Easy. Ark, if you're watching this, you should be doing score.
Worried. Yeah. yeah, you should. Get those grades.
Yeah, go on Ark. Sneaky's still holding up really close here, and there's just nothing really that Monkey Jungle seems to be able to do about it. I mean, this is a point I know whenever I've played on teams in the past, I've had a lot of troubles with Hanamura B. I don't know why. It's probably me. I'm the only common factor in this, so maybe it is me.
Maybe it is you. I find that Hanamura as a whole is quite a tilting map.
Yeah, it's very hot and cold, right? Sometimes you just rush right through it. You don't even have time to be, happy about it, and other times you just...
get frustrated.
You just get frustrated for 7 minutes or 8 minutes trying to attack point B.
A lot of ults coming ahead, the Diva coming in. Hits 2, that's a great bomb.
Massive Diva ult.
Yeah,
and the huge pin there from Melodicy.
Yeah.
Melodicy.
Topsy Kun taking out Sneaky as well, that's a huge pick as well, DMAC as well. Maybe they're going to get a tick this time. Another tick. But I got one. Oh, but that's a great shatter.
Heliok with a massive shatter coming out here. And
the EMP
the tanks are
saves
going to get frozen, EMP'd. attacked. Well, that is EMP'd, stunned, damaged, and you know that's just the life of a tank, really.
Unable to get that second tick though because the respawn's coming out and they will just keep coming. And it's so unfortunate because after a great play, a great diva bomb, they really can't take the point. We've only got a minute 20 left on the point, so that's not that long to take point B at
Yeah,
all.
it's maybe 1-2 fights if they're quick about it.
Yeah, it's been actually so far it's been a great defense. In fact, they swapped onto this Death Ball-y comp now with the Mei and McCree, which is quite interesting, and a Moira. I think the Moira might be the downfall in this map though.
Yeah, to be honest. I mean, I'd say the idea is to control the high ground, and once they're on the point, have all your Moira orgs and the close range healing to help out there. But yeah, I definitely think maybe like an Anna would be better here, or you know that sort of thing. As Monkey Jungle make their way onto the point, Sunyatta's gonna come down to contest.
I take that back. Warren gets a kill.
Warren gets a kill.
Yeah, fucker. That's how it is. Good ults from here.
And it's actually looking like Monkey Jungle might be able to take another ticket, although as I say that, Monkey Jungle's Diva gets taken out. And
Million L's coming out here.
every ult in the video game appearing all at once, and Sneaky might be coming in for denied by the Diva. Sneaky's high noon was denied by the Diva though.
Yeah, he only got 1 kill out of it onto the Hylaxian.
And Heliox, the only one here contesting the point. The Sunyatta Sombra Moira coming out here to try to with their Mei. And Happy on the Mei comes out and gets 2 kills.
And a Blizzard.
And a Blizzard. That was absolutely insane in there.
That's quite good. Actually, the Moira's been putting actually so much work in. I can't believe I said that they would be the downfall. They actually did an absolutely amazing job on that last point.
Stalling. I mean, yeah, I guess that is the one thing it's good for is that stall, right?
That stall, be able to move.
You can build up the coalescence. That's an absolutely awesome stalling tool.
There's a bit of a pause coming out here, so just wait for that or whatever it's about. Oh, I think someone DC'd actually.
Got auto pause.
Auto pause in. Computer problems, they're a thing. What kind of computer do you have, Chung? What would you recommend for the average gamer?
Well, for the average gamer, I would recommend a GTX or RTX 2080 Ti. Just the average gamer.
Yeah, that's if you're playing like Tetris.
9900K. Yeah. This is a pretty modest setup. Might I add. You know, if you want to be hitting those high frame rates on games like Minecraft, you have to be doing a bit more than that.
Yeah, I agree, and I think a 244 Hz monitor is like absolute necessity. I don't know how people can see on 60 Hz and 140 Hz. Like, God, they must be blind, to be honest. Yeah, it's good. I reckon Sneaky has a 398 Hz monitor. They exist, don't they?
Alright, well, we're actually going to keep this pause going here. I need to go and check on my roast.
I'll just solo cast this out. I've got this.
Solo cast. You've got this. It'll be like a minute or two, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you guys a story. So, in my little time, that, you know, I've been through the scene quite a bit, and like I usually tell these stories like mid-game when we have a pause, and they're usually really dumb stories, like got a broken arm, like arm hurt a bit. I just let my team know how I was doing for like personal reassurance. I don't know. It was pretty interesting when I was on the team. I wonder if what they talk about during their pause. Do you reckon they talk about strats and stuff? Do you reckon they have a good time, have a laugh? I really don't know. I mean, like I normally talked about just random shit when I maybe should have been talking about the game. So there's that. Yeah. It's pretty interesting. I'm thinking about going out drinking tonight as well after this. So if you're any from Melbourne after this, I'll see you there, drinking out a Storm. Maybe a bit at the GG Easy Bar. Shout out to them. Give me a job, please. Yeah. Apparently Lucio was waving at the Sombra. That's apparently that would be amazing. I don't know. I think that when they talk about it in the pause time, it's up to them. But yeah. It's quite an interesting thing.
Pause times are fun.
Yeah, I was talking about what I usually talked about during my pause times as a gamer, and I said, like I said, my arm hurt. Like I remember that story I told yesterday where I said my arm hurt. And I kind of updated you.
Yeah, your arm
Updated
hurt
it.
for a very long time.
It
Yep.
was just because I bruised it when I was playing a sport on like
Daily arm hurting updates. Yep.
Yeah. I told other stories, but they were a bit MA rated.
Yep. Let's yeah, the casters are very NA. We have Sneaky's as well as NA casters.
NA casters? Yeah, well, pretty NA.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Very NA. As
I thought
NA
we were
as
being
it
pretty
gets, in
intense.
fact. We need that OC card, like Uber shit, like that's the casting level that you want.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me just like put my Uber face on. Yeah. Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another Uber cast. We're gonna wrap this shit out. Woohoo! See, that was good, wasn't it? That's
My
Uber.
name is Mitch Leslie, Uber, and I'm here with Matt Morello, Mr. X.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Yep. Hello. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. There's Uber X. Yeah,
I'll be Mr. X. Yeah. I'll be Mr. X. You'll be Uber, and I'll be like, I can be like that super. Nobody's talking about. Also, kind of like a bit timid, but also kind of like into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's just that's just how it is. I'm trying my best. I've never casted a video game before, so
I've done a little bit of it. I wasn't great at it the first time. I don't think I was great this time, but I feel like improving
very slowly.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully my superiors watch this and be like, oh, actually you did pretty well. I'll get you back. But if not, this might be the last time you ever see her. Let's go show league.
Yep. I'm really sorry, AOL stuff. Cassie is so scuffed when he's getting messages in the chat here. Oh my god.
Actually,
okay.
So
anyway,
yeah.
TG Sunyatta coming out on the attack here.
They have a Sombra and a Widow, so let's see what they can kind of do there. Oh no, they're going back to spawn to maybe swap a little bit.
I actually find it interesting that neither team's running goats here. This is generally a pretty decent goats map, at least on attack.
Yeah.
And like that choke especially, yeah.
The distance between the choke and the point is actually quite small. You have to speed through it and eat most of the damage incoming and then just make it to the point.
And actually, right now, Monkey Jungle are being forced back to the point by the opposing Sombra.
There's a Tourbillon actually.
In this time. And Helioarch tries to hide on the point, gets the friendly bubble.
That's quite good.
And he's unfortunately the first one to go down.
Frags coming out everywhere, and like they just rotated back to point in a really slow, unwilling way. The Tourbillon turret is actually doing a massive amount of damage. Brilliant job. Tourbillon.
Tourbillon.
Tourbillon. Tourbillon. Tourbillon. I don't know how to say it properly.
I don't think you even say the j. This is Tourbillon.
There you go. Yeah. They have a soldier coming out though. That's one of my best heroes actually. Have you ever seen a roller Eskimo soldier before?
Yep, and I never want to again.
Coming out again.
No. Sunyatta on the attack again.
Sticky coming up top.
They're gonna try to bring Monkey Jungle back to point, and they've actually gotten a tick out of that. I didn't even realize that earlier. Or did they only just get that tick just then?
They got that tick on the last fight.
They got a tick last fight. Okay, I missed that one. There's a big anti coming in from Ashzilla, but I don't think they don't seem to be capitalizing on it.
Yeah, Sticky taking out the turret, trying to find his way. Wookie taking out a nice shot though. Wookie really holding his own against this battle against Sticky. He really pops off half the time.
I think really this whole match has been a fight of the DPS. Well, in a lot of cases, of course in the case we're playing Ghosts, that's never the case. But there's been a lot of really great DPS moments from both teams, really, from Wookie and from Sneaky.
Great duels as well, like one-on-one duels. Obviously that's not the most optimal way to play the game, but the duels when they do happen, it's great to watch them and see who wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quite an interesting way. So. And
Happy on the Sombra is coming around for TG Sunyatta again.
Yeah, he's got the EMP as well, so let's see what he's able to do. He's trying to look up top. This is a great position for him.
Yeah, he's looking like he's setting up for a huge EMP, but his whole team's going to be far away. Who's going to capitalize on this?
I think he's waiting for them to touch point, and when they rotate, maybe he hits it and then go on the point. Maybe that's the play.
Yeah, definitely looks to be the case, as
Oh yeah,
Sunyatta
that's
rotates
what
the
it
point.
is. Yeah.
And the EMP comes out for Happy. Bang.
There you go, called it.
Many ults coming out. And I mean, it's actually still pretty back and forth. The Bob comes out for Monkey Jungle, the
A lot of
Nano
ultimates
Whole
come
Hog,
out. And the Bongo.
and it looks like after that huge EMP setup, Monkey Jungle just holds.
But do remember that even though they have only 30 seconds left, they use one EMP and they forced out almost 4 ultimates. Five ultimates.
Five ults, yeah.
Yeah.
They may have a Valkyrie depending on how long the fight takes to start, but that'll be it really. On the side of TG Sunyatta, they'll have the grab and the beat and the nano boost. And a huge
Great hook. You see that? That's amazing.
huge hook from Popsicon.
Suki running to the
We'll see
middle.
what happens here.
Oh, the visor comes out.
Visor comes out, and I think that'll be it.
Tears him apart. It's a quad. Getting further quick.
Right at the death.
Wow. Sneaky getting lots of filling out the kill feed there. Brilliant job. They only have to find 55% on this last point B to really win the map. I think.
And, they got 3 minutes 50 to do it. So they need to win this map to stay in the
whole game.
series.
Monkey Jungle really wanted to hold them off. They want to close it out right now.
Yeah, hopefully get that nice 3-0 win. But who knows? We might see it go all the way if they can get any distance on this point.
With 3 minutes 20 left, it's been quite difficult. Wookie walking onto the point. Nice kill into Happy.
The Nano comes out onto Helio Arc on the side of TG Sunyatta. I mean, yep.
You got that right? Yeah, well done.
Yeah, that was correct. I did it right this time. And but yeah, looks like
Monkey Jungle's
Jungle's gonna
beaming
take
right
this
back
one.
in. Great Discord alls from Seasalt as well. Seasalt's been playing really well this entire series, to be honest. Like he's getting the right kills, he's getting the right Discords on. His Transcenders haven't been too shabby either, so I'm really pleased to see that. Sneaky swapping back onto Widow though, wants to find the impact again.
Yeah, and we'll see what Wookie can do and Parallaxian can do against this Widow.
There's so much Junkrat being played as well. Look, Junkrat on both teams. Don't normally see that.
Take me back to season 7 or 8.
Please don't. Oh,
Love that season.
bit of J-Crat coming out in the chat.
Yep. Gotta love Junkrat.
Oh, Will comes
And
out.
the tire coming in for
Oh, he missed.
Sunyatta. He's going for the Zenyatta in the backline. He takes him out.
That's beautiful. Oh, and the tire comes out.
And now the tire coming out for Parallaxian.
Parallaxian,
Huge tire. Both
it's a bigger
supports.
one. Yeah. Both
No.
teams aiming for the supports rather than hitting a tank or a DPS.
Happy had his rip tire. It was pretty good. And Parallaxian came out and just did him one better, really, didn't he? Got both supports instead of just the one. Really just shot that tire down from the get-go.
Shut down all the impact that he had and just slowing it back out. Now I have to charge it back up again. You reckon Happy will swap here? No. Maybe?
It depends. I mean, I don't think he'll be very useful against the high ground comps of
yeah, making a swap onto Zarya, which I quite like. They're playing without a Brigida, which is an interesting choice. Whichever
But
tank.
then again, so is the other team.
Yeah, they're playing 2 DPS though, so that's why it's
Oh yeah.
not acceptable. But they do only have Zenyatta and Lucio for heals, so maybe it's enough. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, you know, who knows in this meta?
Yeah, in this division especially. Really,
you'd think Ghost reigns supreme, but you know, yeah, it doesn't tend to be the case around here. And Monkey Jungle with a big grab, but doesn't get the follow up. And what just happened?
Parallax has got an absolute quad tire, and man actually comes in with 2 on the Diva Bomb. Great plays, great ultimate plays from both teams. Parallax clutching at that fight.
Yeah,
Beautiful
but
job.
Sunyatta definitely just invested a lot of ults into that. They're only down to their nano boost now, and they need to win this. They need to take 55% here to win this map.
And then they stay in it as well.
To stay
Monkey
in
Jungle's like,
the...
yeah, it's in the whole series.
And the
coming
comes
in.
out for Monkey Jungle.
Slamming out as well.
Doing
B
a lot of
comes
damage on
out.
the point.
No one's contesting.
And then we've got 5 seconds left.
That's it. Lucio drops on, see if you can stay alive.
And it's looking like the fight's definitely going towards the way of Monkey Jungle, and
that's gonna be
I have
game.
a feeling that's the series.
Wow, GG's. Overtime down, but beautiful series from both teams. This was way closer than the scoreline said. It was definitely a great game to watch. I'm glad. This is pretty sure the Div 9 decider for something. I'm not sure that actually the whole Div 9, maybe it was. I can't remember.
Div 9 decider. Wait, hang on a second. What was that? Was that just the Div 9 decider there? Like the final there, or?
I don't know.
Was that just like a mid game? Look at this tire. Very sneaky.
That was a great tire. That was a Jake tire. I love it. 10 out of 10 tire. I think that's it for me. I gotta go, but
definitely it for me and Royal.
But you can continue to watch the stream. I'm not sure if that's what's happening, but thank you so much for watching. This has been AOL Div 9 between TG Sunyatta and Monkey Jungle. It was 3-0.
And where can we find you, Royal?
On Twitter.
Yeah.
At Royal Eskimo with the 2 O's at the end. It's
and
good.
I am Chongli OW on Twitter that I haven't used in a long time.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.